Welcome aboard the Love Boat.
Love, exciting and new. I'm aboard. I've been expecting you. The Love Boat.
Soon I'll be making another run.
It's a love. Welcome aboard. It's love. Yeah!
Greetings to all our valued travel partners. So amazing to have you here. By the way, I love Hannah, and I love that version of our amazing Love Boat song, right? So I hope you join me in saying that we always kick it off. That will never get old as far as I'm concerned. So why am I in black tie affair, you wonder? Well, guess what? Today, the timing on this Connect with Princess webinar could not have been better. It is Feb 13th, the eve of Princess National Holiday, because tomorrow's Valentine's Day. It's all about love, right? So what I tell you every year is really simple. Here's the thing. At Princess, we won't celebrate love just one day a year, or Lord forbid, a week a year. Sonia, hello, Morena from Connecticut. How cold is it there? I can only imagine. Norm from Georgia, Woodstock. Oh, I think I attended. Kissimmee. Talk about love. Kissimmee, Judy. I love it. And Dorothy. Oh, Dorothy, thank you, darling. I paid Dorothy to say that. She's my cousin, just so you know. Cheryl, there she is. I know it's love. So we don't celebrate it here just one day a year or a week or even a month. When do we celebrate it? Year round, because love is our DNA. We own it. It's our trademark. We are the original Love Boat and celebrating 60 years, by the way. Okay, everybody wants to know. Yes, we will have Q&A, and I have now been put on timeout. So even though we value your time, we know that you can't always stay for the entirety, but today you want to, because we have two very special guests, and you're going to want to stick it to the end, but we will have wonderful Q&As. And then our favorite, our QR codes. This is like super how cool is this, right? So we will make sure we have the QR codes. Yes, we will do the wrap up. So if you miss something, you can zoom in, and we'll make sure we give you everything you need to ensure you are successful with us. And of course, everybody's favorite. Who doesn't love Marsha?
Hi, Carmen.
Welcome
so excited.
aboard. You are excited. And Marsha, you and I were together in Vegas. Did we not have an amazing time? Or yeah, I did anyway. Thanks, Lisa. Great guest. Trust me. Did you have a good time, Marsha? Were you as excited?
Oh, we had an amazing time. It's always fun, Carmen.
We do have a good time. You're the yin to my yang, and everybody knows they love you more than they love me.
Oh,
and I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Right?
It's equal. It's equal love.
You are the best. You're so diplomatic.
How long have we been in the love business?
60 years, my friend. 60, that's a big number. And you know what they say? 60 is the new 30. Did you know that? So we're really
new.
You didn't hear
Does
that?
That means I'm not going to say, because then everybody will know how old I am. But it means I'm much younger.
I love your shirt. Are those hearts, or is it just beautiful?
They are. It's hearts.
You are so on brand. That is right.
I had to wear hearts today.
And I had to wear a black tie because it's stretchy. Is the only thing that fits me. You know, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, which is tomorrow. But now, since I've joined the team, I do celebrate what I now call the Princess National Holiday for all, right?
Yes.
So, you know, tomato, it's how you say it. So 60 years. This is incredible. And of course, we're going to celebrate, right?
In style. Absolutely.
A 14th day, 60th anniversary cruise. This is and I love it. The Temptations. Talk about cool. And then Vicky Stubing, Jill
Whelan, our celebrations ambassador.
She is an amazing God. You know, if you've seen the Love Boat, and by the way, if you've never sailed on us, and I think all of you have, but if just in case there's someone out there, because I'll tell you, the youth nowadays, they don't know what the Love Boat is. So I love when on our ships, we have a Love Boat channel so they can see all of the episodes and know what true TV was like in the good old days. And I've told you, you know, the reason I got into this business 44 years ago, geez, Louise, was because of the Love Boat. It was the Love Boat, watching it every Saturday night. I know you're too young, Marsha, but do you remember?
I do remember. I'm not too young. I do remember. And this voyage is so special. So I got to be there when they announced that we were doing this on the beautiful Discovery Princess. This voyage, December 6th, on the Royal Princess, is a 14-day kind of a voyage of the past, right? Because we're going through the original itinerary that we started the Mexican Riviera with. So it's super special. And then the Temptations, the reason why they're joining us is because they're celebrating their anniversary too. I think they're 50 years.
Nice alignment. And by the way, you're
Yeah.
right. I would consider this an honor, a nod to the heritage, right? And the legacy of the brand. And the fact that this was an iconic show. And the Love Boat, I tell everybody, listen, at the end of the day, all cruise lines benefited from this show and from the Princess brand. We really elevated and we brought cruising into people's living rooms.
Yes, we made it for everyone.
And showed that cruising is for everyone. You're absolutely right, because people always had this concept that you had to be wealthy. And dare I say, the guest that we have today, which is coming very soon, works for the most incredible company that really made cruising affordable to all and opened up the sea of love, dare I say. So really quickly, love it, because we like to talk about all of our, boosts and limited time offers, and how appropriate that we do our annual sale right at this time, the Love Boat sale, upping it to a whole new $800 savings, 40% off cruise fares, free room upgrade, and free third and fourth guest. Pretty rich.
Very rich. All the assets are available to you on onesourcecruises.com. So remember to go there to get all the assets and all of the social media pieces that you can share.
And I think we have a little video for it, right? To promote it.
We do.
I got feel, I got vibe, I got more than meets the eye. I got something here that you just can't deny. I own it.
That is so catchy, and I mean, it's contemporary, right?
Yep.
It makes you want to go on a cruise, and so I love that. Do we have that available for travel advisors if they want to share it in some social?
Yeah, it should be on OneSource and our social media assets.
Perfect, because I'll tell you, if I'm sitting here and know that annual Love Boat sale that our guests, right, their clients that they've entrusted to be our guests are waiting for, they know it's going to happen. Starts today and it goes through the 17th. Timing is perfect from an alignment perspective. If I'm a travel advisor, I'd be sending that downloaded, send it with a quick notification. It's that time of year when the world's best love brand celebrates love and celebrates you, only available to the 17th. So definitely get down there. And there's our beautiful team. Talk about love. That was fun. That was our sales meeting last year, and we were all wearing the Burrito Princess, the Sea Witch gorgeous logo, and it was fun. Really fun, right?
It was a great time.
Okay, so we have a special guest. I got to cut to the chase, because I'm going to be talking a lot, and I know you're going to be pulling that hook on me. But so I mentioned 44 years ago, I started in this business. I know it's hard to believe. I don't believe it either. But I started working for Carnival Cruise Lines. It was amazing. Again, I watched the Love Boat on Saturday nights. That's what, when you had very few channels, ABC, CBS, and NBC, and PBS, I think. And then you would be clicking, click, click, click. We didn't have remotes, folks. Come on.
No, you had to go turn the TV channel.
And my TV was part of our furniture. I thought it was a big deal. It was part of this beautiful, encased wooden thing. Anyway, I date myself. So the humble beginnings is I got into the industry because of the Love Boat. Love that I lived in Miami, the cruise capital of the world, and Carnival Cruise Lines. And so I worked for, and I started in embarkation. And I think back to those days and how exciting it was. So our guest today spent he's been 43 years in the industry. I hope I could say that, because he's going to get mad at me. But my original voyage, my journey when I started in this business was shared with this amazing icon of our industry. Adolfo Perez is our special guest today. Look, I'm getting emotional, Adolfo. I think I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. Do it again, because you know me so well. You see? Adolfo will tell you, Marsha, I've been this dramatic my entire career, right?
She has.
Look at those pictures. Oh, my God. Adolfo. Oh, my God. He doesn't even look 40. I know. Rub it in. Look at Look at our welcome aboards. He is awesome, Dorothy, but he's mine. He's not yours. So for the next minutes, back off and hands off. Adolfo, how long have we go
Me?
back? How long?
43 years. When I started at the pier working, you were my supervisor.
My claim to fame, people, for 1 year. One painful year, right, Adolfo?
Yeah, you were my supervisor at the port. You were like 10. I was like 9. And
He's
I
younger than
remember
I am.
it was such a fun job, like for high school students.
It was.
We
But
had a
think about
ball.
it. Think about
Remember
it.
the
Now
Roach
we have a
Coach?
good time. Fun
The
ships,
road
right?
coach, the
I remember
interesting
that.
people coming on and off the ship. It was a lot of fun. That's for
It
sure.
was.
It was a great. It
It
was like
was
a fun job to do on the weekends, and everybody that worked there was, a high school student basically.
And think about it. We're still friends, right? Do you still
Yeah.
come? Because I know you're up there, right? You're such a VVIP.
Oh,
But
please.
would you still say I'm a friend?
Of course you are.
Even though I
You'll
used to
always be my
commercial-
friend.
I love
And by
you.
the way, I love your commercials.
Aren't they great? Isn't
I
Hannah great?
love
Did you watch?
that woman is an incredible singer, and
She is.
it really I love the way it kind of does a play on the Love Boat song, and very impressed. I love your ads.
I so appreciate that. I really do. And by the way, Adolfo, so I got to tell everybody because and George, my husband, who knows Adolfo, knows I'm going to say this. He was my first crush. So isn't this great? I dressed up for you. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Am I going to get something from you just because I did?
Yeah, you get the chocolates.
I didn't 43 years ago. So I'm hoping. I'm still holding out hope. And I was telling Marsha. So by the way, Marsha, extraordinaire, right? She's everybody's favorite. Marsha.
I've known Adolfo not as long as you, but at least 15 years, probably longer.
Yeah, I remember when we were when you were in the call center and I was in the call center, and we were trying to, share information. And I'll never forget, I got a ticket in California when they just changed their. It was near your office, the Santa Clarita, and I was holding the phone like this on the speaker. But I got pulled over. They had changed the law, and they gave me, it was $100 ticket. And I remember telling the cop, first of all, I didn't know that was the rule. If it is, you just implemented it. Like, can't you?
Where's the grace?
No grace. I got a $100 ticket for supposedly, talking on the phone.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Hey, they needed the money. What can I tell you? I have a quick personal question, Adolfo, because obviously I know that we go back a long time and we worked at the pier together, and I absolutely adore you, right? And I'm so proud.
You see the picture of Cheryl and me there with my embarkation uniform?
And listen, that was my uniform too. And I said, why isn't there a picture of me? Should I have to track her down? I'm a little jealous. Just thought
No, you had a gray skirt and a blue blazer.
So I was a supervisor. I was a supervisor. But then it turns out you ended up being my boss. So it's interesting how that works, right? But let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Because obviously this was a high school job, right? Like we were in high school. I know that we all went to school, went to university. I wanted to be a broadcast journalism. So I studied journalism, sociology, minored in marketing. Did you ever think, because it blows me away, that a weekend job would have turned into this most amazing career that you have had? All with the Carnival brand.
Nope, I never would have thought that at the time. I actually worked another job while working at the pier for Hilton Reservation Service, and I never thought where I'd end up. I always thought of the next thing I wanted to do. So I remember wanting to work in the office at the port. Then I wanted to be a supervisor. Then I wanted to, then I was in res, and then I wanted to be a supervisor there and a manager. And it was always like little incremental steps that I never saw a 43-year career at Carnival. At the point that I was, even when I was in my 20s, probably.
Wow.
So here's the thing, because I think most people don't know this about you, is within that journey, that path, that professional path, part of that path, I think it's interesting. I took you to London. Like you left your home in South Florida to go to London for the company.
I had never
lived
anywhere
I forgot
else.
about that.
Yeah, I hadn't ever lived anywhere else. It was I was in a meeting with my old boss and her team, and we had just opened up the Australia office, and she says, "Oh, we're looking to open an office in London and do our own sales and marketing instead of using a GSA." She goes, "We're looking for people. Obviously, would rather have somebody from inside, just because of the relationships and all." And then she goes, "Do you know it? Does anybody know who might be interested?" And I raised my hand. I said, "I'll do it." And she said, "What? You would do it?" I was like, "I don't know, maybe." So I remember talking to her later that afternoon to get more details about it. And then I gave myself a very short window to decide. I wanted to run it by my kids and my ex-wife and everybody. And so I remember over the weekend, I was telling her, "Okay, I'm 75% sure, I'm 80% sure." And then finally that Monday, like 3 days later, I did it. And it was such a great experience. It was terrifying because I had never lived anywhere else, certainly not in another country. And the job, I didn't really know how to do it because I had been running the call centers for 20 years. And I remember being very scared. I'll never forget the first time I was going to sleep in my apartment, like not a hotel. It was actually like a little townhouse in Notting Hill.
Ooh.
And I remember the flight got in really early, like 6 a.m. or something. It was a gloomy London morning with lots of clouds. And I remember getting out of the cab and saying, "Oh my God, what the hell have I done?"
Sorry, that's funny.
What the hell have I done? But let me tell you, it was a great
Wow.
experience, both professionally and personally too, because
That takes
That's-
courage.
Such
That's
rich
solid.
experience amongst all of us.
Yeah.
We are so excited to have you, Adolfo. And
Thank you.
25 is gearing up to be such a big year for our corporation and all of our brands. What can you share with our advisors on what they can expect from Carnival this year?
Well, I think one of the biggest things that we are going to be doing this year is Celebration Key, which is the first sailing is July 19th. I think it gets there on the 20th. And Celebration Key is a private, exclusive to Carnival, private destination that is going to be up many levels from the ones we have now. So Half Moon Key, Princess Keys, Amber Cove, those are all great locations and destinations. But this one is going to, kind of take it up another notch or 5. And we have, right now we just have renderings, unfortunately, but it's not open yet. So I guess we can't have real pictures. I was talking to somebody yesterday and said, "Oh, all I have is the renderings." And I'm like, that's all anybody has.
Yeah, but you've done some
and we're really
pop-up
excited that
things,
we're,
right?
huh?
Haven't you done some pop-up Celebration Key celebrations?
Yeah.
I want to say.
Yeah, we did
those are super
Your
fun.
Peak of Paradise, which was our summer series. And we were giving away spots to go to Celebration Key. Originally, it was a hard hat tour idea. And then the operations people that are, working on that, they just said, "We'd rather you come when it's done." So we're going to come the day before the ship arrives.
Wow.
And, we have a bunch of travel agents who won the spot to get to see it firsthand. And then they'll actually get to see it in real life because we'll have our first guest arriving. I think even Christine Duffy will be on that cruise.
That's
Oh, wow.
And we're just so excited. These private destinations always rank the highest in our, from our guests. And for example, Half Moon Key, which is one of my favorites, always ranks up at the top, if not the top. So we just figured, people want these kind of private experiences. You can still get into Freeport and take tours into Grand Bahama. But I think it's going to be hard for people to leave Celebration Key because there's stuff for everybody. There's stuff for kids, stuff for adults. There's a private club, the Pearl Cove Club, which is an elevation of the product. And it's adults only with incredible food and all. And but then we have the freshwater lagoons. You can see them in the photograph or the rendering there.
Beautiful. And folks are
There's-
saying, Yvette says, I'm super excited for Celebration Key. And you mentioned Peak at Paradise. I think you brought us a quick little sneak peek video. Is that
Yes,
okay?
we do have a video of the
Beautiful.
of Celebration Key. Again, all renderings, but
Gorgeous.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
but
can do
I
it.
see
It's
this. What a
hilarious.
concept. Oh, I want us to see the video because I absolutely cannot wait to see this.
do you
It's
want to
gonna
play that?
Oh, wow. I've been dancing the whole time. It looks amazing. Anna agrees.
I know,
Oh my
me
God,
too.
it's awful.
It does. It does look huge. I
Music is
agree.
really good.
Fun for all.
It is
It's
huge,
incredible.
and it's actually scheduled to be expanded beyond where it is now because there's the
Wow.
there's a part near where you can see the terminals, the ship, the piers. Over to the left, we have a whole bunch of land there to also develop as we start adding more and more ships to the this port to the itineraries of more and more ships. And
the ships
yeah,
dock.
I can't wait to
They're
see
docking.
it.
They're
At the same
docking,
time,
right?
my travel partners, huh?
They're docking. There's no tendering, which I think
No
is-
tendering. Mm-mm.
That's
Nope.
right. You've got me. You know, nothing.
Right now, there's enough room for 2 XL class ships. Sorry, 4.
Wow.
But we probably will not be putting that many people on in the very beginning, onto
Yeah.
the island because we got to get, work out
You
the
got to
kinks.
ramp up. Right. You got to ramp up.
And-
So
You know
what
the
kind of
dolphin
clients?
too
What
about
kind of
this
clients?
that I think is great that Carnival Corp always wants to leave a place better than when they got there the first time.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we're doing with Celebration Key is that we're working with the local Bahamians. So the stores, the retail, food, all those things will be staffed by actual Bahamians, and some of them have their own businesses, and it really helps the local community. So it's not like we're just getting there, building this gigantic thing, and then leaving it, taking everybody off the ship to work there. No, these are going to be a lot of locals.
Fantastic. So what kind of clients should our travel advisors think about to recommend, right, for a cruise to include Celebration Key? Because it looks like there's something for everybody here.
Yeah, that's the thing is it's hard to say, well, you should, focus only on families or on couples because there is something for everyone, whether you want the upgraded experience of Pearl Beach Club or the, splash zone for the kids and all that. It really is, and one of the things that we've obviously all seen is more multi-generational travel. So this is
Absolutely.
perfect for multi-generational because you have You have the kids stuff, you have the family stuff, you have the couples
Elevated
stuff.
adult.
Huh?
Elevated adult. I love that.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to go.
Absolutely love that. So let's talk about the future, because this is even more exciting, right? I mean, listen, I tell everybody, Adolfo, like, it was amazing to join Princess, because after spending 3 decades at the Carnival Corp level and leaving, I feel like I've come back. As a matter of fact, I saw you Tuesday. It was the first time I had been in that Carnival building since 2009.
Oh my
And
God, wow.
I was super emotional. I felt so emotional. It's like coming home.
Did
I don't
you
even know how to
cry?
say it. I cried. You know me so well. I used my hair in a braid to, like, go ahead and. He used to be a photographer, so he used to take pictures of me and make fun of my hair. But we're not gonna. We'd have a.
We'll get into that
an
about your
entire
drone.
webinar with that. But let's talk about the future, because look at this expansion and growth. Tell me about all of these new ships that you're expected to deliver. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah, well, we just delivered a bunch of ships. We've delivered Mardi
2020.
Gras Carnival, Mardi Gras Carnival and Festival. Kidding, Mardi Gras Celebration and Jubilee. Those are our new XL class ships. And if you haven't had an opportunity to sail on one of those, you really need to, because it really changed the game for us with regard to hardware. You know, the hardware is incredible.
They were a wow. Let me
yeah.
just say, without mentioning what executive said it, because I want to keep it in the family, but we sailed on a conference. Oh, Mary Lee says she saw the Jubilee docked in Costa Maya. So we're on this conference for a group, and there was a senior executive when they took the stage. This was a major, major bow to the, said, I am so impressed. I have not been on a congratulations, Adolfo. Congratulations to your entire team. This has put the Carnival brand. This is just, it's amazing. She was speechless. I think that's a huge tribute to how gorgeous these ships are, and to keeping the DNA and heritage, right, of Ted and Mickey with the Mardi Gras and Carnival. So I sailed them. Absolutely.
Just the Mardi Gras.
Well, just the Mardi Gras, but that's okay.
No, I thought you had said Mardi Gras Carnival.
No, Mardi Gras. I was on the Mardi Gras with you. This new Mardi Gras. I was on the original Mardi Gras too, by the way. Hello. There we go.
So not only are we adding 2 more of the XL class ships over the next several years, but we're also building a completely new class of ship, which we don't even have a rendering for, that I think we're at least temporarily calling them Ace class. And so Mardi Gras and Celebration and Jubilee are about 180 some odd thousand gross registered tons. The new ones will be over 200,000, almost 225,000 gross registered tons. Wow. And when you have that much space on a ship, there's so many innovative and fun things that you can put on board that will really delight your guests, your clients, and our guests. And I can't wait till we start releasing more information about those. I haven't heard anything at all other than that we're sort of calling them Ace class, but they could be something else.
I mean, so I want to thank you. And I know, Marsha, I know you joined me for having come on. And let me tell you, we just got so many people that wanted to participate today. And I think you were the draw. So maybe we should have them every week. What do you think, Marsha? Hello.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's like
you're doing every other Thursday.
Lee. There you go, Adolfo, Carmen.
When I had you on mine, it was our highest. What do you call it? Participation of any of our webinars. Well over 1,000 people on Zoom, wow. And then we had another 500 or 600 on Facebook Live.
Wow!
So you really drew them into. Plus, maybe because you were giving away a cruise that.
Well, that always does it, right? I knew. Of course, he had to put that little, side note. So I want to thank you. Number one,
but still, it was very, very well attended, and I think we had a ball. I gave you more than 10 minutes. I gave you the whole time, but I guess I'm going to be cuffs, and I can tell.
It. I know. That means you'll just have to come. By the way, I'll be seeing you on one of our Carnival vessels in April for another conference. I'm super excited to be there with the entire family. Yep.
Yeah.
We'll be on. Can't wait. And so I always like to tell our travel advisors, obviously, to like, even though I love Adolfo, you can like him. That's what Facebook does. Maybe they should do a little love thing, right? And I got to tell you, as always, you're a dear, dear friend. I'm just so happy for your success, and so happy that you've been with the Carnival brand. You are the DNA, you
Yeah.
are the essence, you are the success. I love you, my friend. Happy
I love you
Valentine's.
too. Thank you guys. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you for joining us.
Thank you, Adolfo.
God, my heart's going pitter patter.
Bye, Marsha, Marsha.
I feel like I'm 15 again or 16 again, right? Ooh, oh, isn't he adorable? What a
He's the
career.
best.
What a career, seriously. Okay, so I know that we got to move it along, but I just love the ability to have Adolfo. Again, I saw him on Tuesday, Marsha. It was surreal to walk into the Carnival headquarters in Doral.
Yeah.
Since 2009, I hadn't been there. And to think I've come full circle to be part of the Carnival family with this amazing brand, Princess, right?
Amazing.
So we're relaunching Princess Partners. So we want to talk about this because, again, I think, as a matter of fact, there was a Travel Weekly email that went out today, Marsha, relaunching Princess Partners and why we really needed to do this. And I thought it'd be perfect to do it now because it's Love Month. And what's not to love is the love we feel for you. You know what love is? Love is being successful and profitable. And that's what we want our travel advisors to be. And we want to partner with you, right?
And everything that we do to show you the love. We do everything out of love.
And success. Listen, we've been through a lot. That's in the rearview mirror. But so let's look at the Princess Partners relaunch because many have not, they keep asking me, I think it's the next slide. Why did you even launch this when you have One Source Cruises? Well, it's really simple. And by the way, I was on today because I wanted to check it. You know me, attention to detail. I want to make sure everything was running evenly and equally. And we're relaunching it because I think the first time we did it, it was kind of like just, we didn't even focus on it. So I think we're going to have a future webinar with some focus on it. But, the vertical. So we talk about the pause and the coma. Almost 35% of the agency distribution channel disappeared. They either, brick and mortars, they either sold, retired, got out of the business, or joined a different business model. And we have a vertical of host accounts, right? And so there's a lot of you that might not be on One Source. So this gives you kind of like a peek at all that you get from us, right? From training to marketing assets to getting to know who your BDM is. I think it's really fun. So I highly recommend we're going to do a webinar, a deeper dive on princesspartners.com because we are going to continue to encourage everybody. Because again, with Princess Partners, we have a new video experience, a series. This is pretty cool. Love it. Tell me about this.
It's 8 2-minute videos. And they're created to help you and your team get to know Princess better. So like Carmen said, the whole point of Princess Partners is maybe you're just making your first booking with Princess, right? And you're not really at a place where you want to do the whole registration for One Source just yet, but you still need information. You still need to know all about Princess to be able to share that with your client. So that is why Princess Partners exist. You can get a lot of great information here. This new video series is going to teach you a lot. You'll learn why you'll love Princess. You'll understand our destination leadership, our medallion class experience, top notch. You'll get to know the Princess Fleet, all about our dining, engaging entertainment. Of course, you want to know about staterooms. Everybody wants to know about staterooms. And then, of course, you have to really understand Princess Plus and Premier and the great value that you're offering your clients by selling in the packages.
And we announced at the last webinar that we wanted to do today's webinar specifically as we kick off Princess National Holiday tomorrow. We always kick off our Love Fest, right? And everybody's like,
We
what is
do.
Love Fest by Princess? And look at that great shot of the team, right? So it's year-long road shows. Because again, remember I started the webinar, Marsha? Other people only do love one day a year or 1 week.
Not us.
1 month. That's why we kick off Love Fest today. And this is exciting, right? Because it's training, it's in-depth. This is not just a meet and greet. No. We really want you to know everything that we're doing to help you grow your business, right? And help you promote our brand.
So be on the lookout because we will have registration again, also on One Source, so that you can attend a Love Fest in your neighborhood. So there'll be some on our ships. There'll be some in local vendors, different vendors. Your BDM is going to host multiple of these so that we can make sure we touch as many of you as possible.
And again, we talked about the vertical host accounts, right? That a lot of folks are franchise owners or they're independent tractors, right? So this is great because you can participate in Love Fest, and the ones that we do on land, if it's in your backyard, we will. Our team wants to embrace everybody. And then Seminars
Absolutely.
at Sea, they're back.
So, listen, guys, you have been asking for this. I went through the pre-registration questions. Most of them are about Seminar at Sea. How do I get on a Seminar at Sea? So, Seminars at Sea, an opportunity to join one of our amazing business development managers, or two, depending on the size of the group, and learn all things about Princess. And what's better? What better place is there to learn about our brand than on one of our beautiful ships, right? So you can register at training on onesourcecruises.com. The price is a discounted rate and includes Princess Plus, because we want you to experience Plus so that you can talk about the great value and the experience you had with Plus on one of our beautiful Princess ships.
But on the next slide, we're actually showing you the dates. And this, and I'll make it very quick here, because I know that in 2022 and 23 and last year, we had a lot of dates offered in Seminars at Sea, and they went fast. I
They
think
did.
all of you know this has been an amazing booking year. I mean, 25 is incredible. It's looking incredible. In 26, we see the momentum, which is spectacular. So I make sure nobody misses out. If you've never been part of a Love Fest or a Seminar at Sea or an import function, these are the ones we're offering up. So I want to make sure we show them to you, because today's webinar is all about the love and how we're making it easier for you to do business with us and being a pleasure to do business with. Not just Seminar at Seas, but don't we also have, when we have our ship inspections, those are big. Again, keeping with that theme, right? We have a lot of ICs. So if we're doing something in LA, you can register if that's your backyard.
Yes. So in the days of old, you needed to wait for an invitation from a business development manager. That's no longer the case. You might still get an invitation just so you know that the ship inspection is happening, but you can have control of this yourself. You can go on to onesourcecruises.com, and there's a place under training where you can see all the ship inspections. And one of the reasons we went this route was because we realized, even though you work probably for maybe a host that's in Florida, maybe you're sitting in Los Angeles, right? We want you to be able to know when we're offering these ship inspections, and you can go to the one that is closest and nearest to you. So everything is listed there for you, and you can pick the dates and the locations that work best for you.
And again, we have ships in Port Canaveral, a home port strategy. We've got Galveston, Fort Lauderdale. All of you, if you have not seen the Sun, because this is the next evolution of Princess, Sun and Star. So here's some of the dates. And so March 1 out of Fort Lauderdale, Sun Princess. So we've got lots. And you might say, well, why is it only going through March? We're filling first, right? We kind of roll it out because we need operations approval to go ahead. Because, we do have guests that we embark on these gorgeous ships, 4,000 of our nearest and dearest, your clients, coming on board, just as an example, Sun Princess, so right in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So love that we have these opportunities. And then again, keeping with this incredible theme of what today is, launching and reimagining and reminding you, our travel advisors, we put our money where our mouth is. So Princess Academy, Marsha, you were there at Travel Weekly's Readership.
Yeah. Award-winning. It just gave us goosebumps for this program to win such a prestigious award. And we thank you all for your votes. Just a reminder that we are still down. The site is down, and there's a banner on OneSource letting you know that it's down and being worked on, because you guys shared with us there were some issues with us saving the hard work you've done. So we took it down to fix this bug, and as soon as it's available, we will
It's
bring
always
it back for you.
technical.
Yes.
It's always technical. But you know what? One of the things that I love about our academy, and everybody tells it, number one, refreshers coming soon, because we've evolved our brand. In my short tenure here, we have so much going on. How many plus and premieres, but the benefits, right?
Yeah.
It's the industry's best training with the richest rewards for a reason. The free graduation cruise, elite level Captain's Circle benefits on board. I would kill for that. Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't get that. Do you get that? No.
I'm elite, so yes, but you'll be there soon, Carmen.
But of course you are, Marsha. That's why
You'll be there
everybody
soon.
loves Marsha, and nobody likes Jan. Just joking.
Anyway, I kind of jumped the gun and told you about the fact that it's always technical.
Yeah, it's good because it's
but-
true. That's my mantra,
true.
right? But it'll be
Yeah.
back, and better than ever, right? Engaged.
As soon as possible.
And
Yes.
the new refreshers, which are critical really critical. So by the way, I just got to say thank you all for the awards that you've provided us. Obviously, not just the Princess Academy, but #1 cruise line in Alaska. Dare I say, lucky 21 and looking for 22 this year. Just thought I'd throw in a commercial because I'm very competitive. So thank you all. We really, really appreciate the support. We don't take it lightly. We don't take it for granted.
We do not.
We're committed to you, and we want to make we're not perfect. I wish I could say we would be, but no, it'll never happen. I need to strive for something, right? Perfection doesn't exist. Come on. It's like Bo Derek in the movie 10, right? Why would you want to be with a 10? No, you want us to evolve, and we have. And the goal, everybody's underlying goal, is to be a pleasure to do business with and to be the cruise line of choice that you can recommend to your clients, because we're here for you.
So Carmen, we have another special guest.
Ooh, I
with some exciting news
love
to
special
share.
guests.
Let's
Hi,
do
Carmen. Hi, Marcia.
Hi,
Welcome
Miles.
back.
Thank you. It's good to be back. Thanks for having
Good
me.
to have you. And I love it because anytime Miles is on, Miles, it's like, I never know. You know how I say, where in the world is Carmen Roig or Carmen Sandiego? Where in the world is Miles? Because he's all over visiting all our ships. But
That's right.
You wear a lot of hats. But I
I
love
wear a lot of hats, and one of the most important ones is taking care of our arrival experience, the pre-cruise ocean ready experience, and of course the disembarkation and embarkation process when you begin and end your awesome vacations with us. And we've got some exciting updates.
So I want everybody to know this is an insider scoop, because this isn't happening until Feb 18th. So thank you. And
Very true, very true. You guys are getting the inside track. Not even everybody inside Princess knows yet, but we want to make sure that we're communicating as effectively as we can. As many of you may know, our pre-cruise check-in experience, called Ocean Ready, includes the ability to order and ship your medallions to home, as well as purchase and receive some of the really cool, exciting accessories that we offer to wear with the medallion, to customize your medallion. And as exciting as it is to be able to have those accessories delivered to home when you get your medallion to home, there are some, let's say, complexities involved with being able to take credit card payment and make sure that the packaging makes it to your house in time. And so what we're going to do to streamline the pre-cruise experience and ensure the utmost quality and delivery of your medallion and a complimentary lanyard, and make sure that we're being as effective as we can with our costs, which also means we will hopefully with this change be able to, waive the shipping fees for those guests not on packages. This is all in that vein. We're going to stop offering the accessories pre-cruise. We're going to streamline that process to just be you, your travel party, the guest's family's medallion, the lanyard. They'll come in a nice streamlined envelope and packaging. We'll make sure that they get to you guys in time. And the accessories themselves will still absolutely, as always, be available to check out on board at our oceanfront locations for purchase. And of course, for those returning with us, if they've already got one, the medallion still works in that accessory. So we're not changing the offering. We're not changing what you can get. But we are going to try to make sure that we're doing everything we can to make it easier for everyone to get their medallions at home so they can enjoy that expedited check-in experience when they get to their vacation.
We love it. And by the way, I have both of those accessories. I have the bracelet and I have the necklace. Thank you very much. Check.
Absolutely.
And every time I come on board, I buy another accessory.
That's exactly right. You do multiple outfits. You got to coordinate, you know?
Of course.
So,
now, anybody's already booked or have placed orders. Tell me about them.
Glad you're asking. So we're going to, right now, we're slated to, let's say, turn off the ability to order accessories by February 18th, on that day. If there's any shift in that date, we will, of course, communicate and let you know. But we're targeting the 18th to turn it off. So on that day, anyone new to Princess probably will be none the wiser that there used to be this thing where you can order accessories and they'll see, oh, I can get my medallion at home. But anyone who, of course, who has sailed with us before will see that's no longer available. So it's important for us to make sure that you guys are aware of that and that that's communicated. Should a client ask, say, hey, on a previous cruise, I could order this accessory, but I don't see it there anymore. And you say, well, actually, it's still on board. We're just trying to make it easier to get the medallions to you. Now, what we will do, though, is the day we turn it off on the 18th, we're going to make sure that anybody who does have an order already placed out there that they've completed their carts with, we're still going to honor those orders. We'll still make sure that they get to the guests. Probably for the next 30 to 60 days, we'll make sure that we communicate this to those guests if they're going on a voyage in the next 30 to 60 days. And anything beyond that, if you're sailing 9 months from now, 10 months from now, 2 years from now, and you have already placed your order, good for those guests. But we will be reaching out to those guests directly via email and letting them know that, hey, thank you for your interest in our accessories catalog. You're not going to get charged for it. You're just going to receive your medallion and lanyard. And if you're still interested in that accessory, you can check it out at Oceanfront or anywhere on board to purchase when you get with us. So
Fantastic.
It should be that simple.
Totally makes sense.
It's all about communication, and we're going to make sure that it's crystal clear to everyone. Cheryl, thank you for asking that, because it's not just the accessories. It also includes the ability to customize. And this one, I'm a little more sad about having to sunset this pre-cruise, because there is no option to customize your medallions on board. And if you don't know what that means, you can change your Sea Witch loyalty level out on the front of the medallion to your star sign or to an animal.
It's a birthday one. I do it for my son every year, right? He gets
Yeah.
a birthday one. I had the Sun Princess personalized. You name
Yeah.
it. So that goes away, but it's
So that goes away. Again, it's all in an effort to streamline our supply chain, our manufacturing, and make sure that we're doing everything we can to get those medallions out to you. And just the reality is we have no way to manufacture those types of caps on board. So, yep, accessories will go away pre-cruise. You can still buy the accessories, of course, we want you to. But when customization goes away pre-cruise, there is no alternative, unfortunately.
But silver lining, because I always want to do a silver lining. Number one, this is really going to allow us to speed up the process of getting them to you.
Absolutely.
Number one. Number two is no charge, right?
No charge. So the on the 18th, when this turns off, obviously, if you're on a plus
Free
or premier
shipping.
package, if you're on a bundle with us, you won't get charged. If you're not on a bundle, there is still the $10 shipping fee for U.S. residents and $15 for Canadian. That sunsetting of those charges will come at a later time. Like I said, this is the first Jenga block in getting the
Work
tower
in
set up,
progress.
so that we can get back to the days of not charging for anyone to get their medallions ahead of time. And then that hopefully means more guests with medallions in their hands. It's also, I think I've said it before on one of these webinars, it makes it a lot easier for me to be able to get medallions into our home countries of the United Kingdom, Australia, to eventually be able to allow home shipping for those guests without the complexities of tax and those charges that would otherwise apply. So it's all in the vein of making sure we get more people their medallions to home so that they can enjoy the most expedited and greatest check-in experience and arrival experience for our ships. That's what
Check.
we're here about. Exactly.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And by the way,
All
we
makes
will
sense.
include it, right, Marsha, in our newsletter. So we will communicate
Absolutely.
this as well, and we know it's a work in progress. And I want to thank you for coming on such
Absolutely.
short notice to share this with us, because we always like to have that inside scoop, and the timing couldn't be any better. So thank you, Miles.
Thank you, Miles.
Absolutely happy to help,
Hard
and I'll make
work.
sure any questions that anyone has that we'll get some answers to you. Okay.
Perfect.
But thank
So
you for having me,
appreciate it.
guys.
And happy Princess National Day tomorrow.
Happy Day of Love to everyone.
Yes.
Thanks,
All year
Miles.
Thank you very much.
And keeping with news and notes. So this is, I'm going to let you handle this one, because I always get an inside scoop myself.
Easy Air flight cancellation policy. So this has to do with flexible air. As you know, we have two different kinds. We have restricted and we have flexible. So flexible, the cancellation policy and the timeline is going to be sooner than what we've had in the past. So effective March 3rd of 2025, the cancellation penalty will now start at 89 days from departure. We're currently at 44 days. So we're out about 90 days now instead of doing the 45. So the new policy is going to mirror our cruise and cruise tour cancellation policy. It makes it easier to remember when it's the same cancellation policy along both programs. All bookings made prior to March 3rd are going to remain under the same current policy that we have now, the 44-day. But any booking made after March 3rd will have this new policy of mirroring the booking cancellation window at 89 days.
Makes sense. Nice
Makes
and easy.
sense. Nice and
peasy.
easy.
Did you see how I did that? Easy peasy. Okay,
Easy
so I know
peasy.
This is like speed dating because I know we have 10 minutes, but this is the part I look forward to, right? Because the sales passion that I have, it's like, how do we make our travel advisors money? How do we make life easy for them? And listen to the feedback. So we're just going to recap. So obviously our wave promotion ends Feb 28th. Can I tell you? I think me personally, my humble opinion, after 44 years, I don't think there's a wave anymore. I think cruising is back, and
it goes all year long.
Pent-up desire. I don't want to use demand. There's been pent-up desire. So even back in Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we've seen the booking trends. The momentum continues, not just for 25, but also 26 and beyond. So our
absolutely
ends Feb 28th, right? Which was the come aboard sale, up to 40% off, the free room upgrade, free third and fourth guests. Oh my God, $99 deposits. When I introduced this in December, I think it was the 17th, it felt like slicing, dicing, and we even do Julian Fries, like one of those infomercials. It was so much. We threw it all up there. So that continues through the 28th. And then here's an inside scoop, kind of like Miles' scoop. Great alignment. Feb 18th for the medallion announcement. And then here, same thing, the Explore the that is a huge amount of savings, up to $800 in instant savings. And again, the $99 deposit, the free third and fourth, and up to 40%. Again, that is definitely an insider's scoop. And by the way, it's a long shelf life there, Feb 18th to the 28th. Wow.
Yeah, 10 days.
That's impressive. Oh, and
then
this
to
is
make
your
it easy.
favorite.
To make it easy.
By the way, Marsha, you get credit, you and Joe. This is your passion play, I want to call it, because of, I call it alphabet soup sometimes, all these different promo codes. Sorry. You know, I'm a critic of all those promo codes. I will pray that one day we'll have simplicity in our codes, and we're working on it. But in the interim, Marsha and her passion play and creativity, as always, kind of like with the Dine line as well, creates with Joe, has worked on this piece to make your life easy. I got to tell you, you have a lot of people you can choose to book. And you're going to go path of least resistance. Those that you love, those that are easy to book. And we need to, in keeping with that pleasure to do business with, make it easy for you. So you've made it so easy. Scanning the code, get the flyers, know what it is, and know that we're going to get all for you, right?
Yep. Nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
Remember Sanctuary Collection.
This has been so well received. So for those of you who do not know, and there's 2 weeks left to this promotion, I highly recommend it. And again, there's the offer with the QR code. But our Sanctuary Collection, I like to say, Marsha, we were the last cruise line probably, or we're the latest. We're decades old. We were this is a ship within a ship concept, but it's more than that. So if you know what that means, it really is. And we only have this on Sun and Star, our newest level of love boat vessels, but it's their private area. So you know other cruise lines have this ship within a ship, but it's considered a luxury subset. And this was by demand because of the feedback from our guests, especially because we do a lot of multi-gen business, right? You heard Adolfo, so do we. So grandparents want to have that luxury space with their own private club, private restaurant, and it includes Princess Premier, which is unlimited. Check. So
it's not just suites, right? It's all suites, Sanctuary and Sun, but it's also select mini suites, 122, and then 12 deluxe balcony. That's what makes it so great for multi-gen.
So allows you to go even deeper. It's not just restricted to the suite level. You can bring those kids in a balcony or, teenagers, whoever you want, and they can still be part. So again, this is a limited time offer and it will be gone. We had extended this a couple times. Feb 20th, we're done.
These deals are phenomenal. Like your clients, if they want to experience Sanctuary, this is the time to do it.
I agree. I agree. And then, of course, we want to just talk about some of the great, because we talked about Sun and Star, right? So these are the ships that have the Sanctuary Collection. I mean, I got to tell you, amazing. I've seen it. We've seen the area. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'll remind you, some princesses here. It's in the Caribbean doing Eastern and Western from Fort Lauderdale, where I'm at right now. And then again, Europe, right? Sailing spring through fall. And then we're welcoming our next star.
Beautiful Star Princess.
Star of the Princess Fleet coming back, even though Sun is also a star, but in a different way. She was the first. So Star is debuting obviously in the fall. It's going to be in Europe, October. It's going to be limited in that area. And then it's coming here For 25-26, it's going to be doing a Caribbean season, but even more exciting and new. And we talked about this in Alaska. So this ship, the Star Princess, was purpose built to go through the canal. You wonder why a lot of new ships and companies, it takes a lot of commitment from a brand to say, I'm going to purpose build a ship that can get through the Panama Canal and get to Alaska. Well, when you're the #1 cruise line in Alaska and you don't just visit there, but you live there and you're immersed in the culture and the heritage, you know that. We made this happen. So Star Princess, I'll tell you, 2026 Alaska season out of Seattle. So don't tell me that it's expensive with air. Round trips, it'll be amazing. So welcoming our 2 newest ships, Marsha, is exciting. And who said I couldn't get through all this content in time?
Look at how you did. You did so good, Carmen.
Oh, I am
right.
better.
You left
Love
us
this.
4 minutes for questions. Okay, let's see.
Bring them. And leave this up because they love this. Oh, will the new cancellation penalty on Easy Air be noted on the bookings? Thank you, Lucille. because this
Yes,
is new to me.
yes. Yes, so for the book, so once it becomes effective, I think it was March 3rd, booking confirmations will read the new cancellation penalty for air. Correct.
March
Good
3rd
point,
is the
Lucille.
date.
Mhm.
Is that for new bookings versus existing? And I think it's for new, right?
It's new bookings as of March 3rd. So anybody prior to that, booked prior to that, has the original policy.
And we got some time till March 3rd.
We do.
Okay, Garfemao. I hope I said that. Garfemao. So did I hear correctly that at some point in the future, mailing the medallion for free, even for those not with a plus package, that is in the roadmap
Yes.
of evolution to success? So Miles said it because right now, if you're not on Princess Plus and Premier, that receives free shipping of your medallion, right? So you'll get that. But if you're on standard, that's why it pays to plus. But if you're on standard, they do pay a shipping fee. In the future, as you heard Miles say, that is part of the architecture for that roadmap to continued improvement. So wait for it and you'll hear it here first. We'll bring Miles back. Thank you for the question. That's phenomenal. Christy, ooh, the Seminar at Sea cruises have to be paid in full 7 days after booking. Marsha?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That's new. So we did that for the first time last year, and we're doing it. We're going to do it again this year. And the reason for that is it lets us know who's serious about going. So when we have such a long period of time between making the booking and putting the payment down, we just end up with a lot of cancellations the last minute. And we've unfortunately then already said no to others who wanted to join. So by asking for the payment earlier, we know who's locked in, secured, and we know what space that we have to offer to others. So it worked really well this year, and we're going to continue it into next year.
So it worked in 24. I want to hone in on this because this was a
Mhm.
decision we made as a leadership team because we had so many people sign up, just put the deposit, and then literally when final payment comes, they canceled. And we had wait lists on this stuff. And by the time
Correct.
your colleagues, advisors that wanted to learn our brand and embrace it, it was too late. They had committed to other cruise brands, right? So it really just, so remember, we have limited Seminar at Sea space this year, limited. To get what we got was like, I had to pull teeth, right? It was,
Right.
I had to wrestle people just because I told them we still, even though we have a great year in 25, you want to have a better 26 and 27, get our travel advisors on. Have them not just experience hardware, but the software, what it is to have Princess Plus, because then you are speaking to this brand from an educational perspective. You've experienced it, right? So
Correct.
that is truth in advertising. So I know
Yes.
it's tough, Christy, because it's like you got to pay in full in 7 days, but that means you're serious. You've raised your hand. It's a sticky booking, and you've got your confirmed space.
We have a, how can I find out who my BDM is?
Roseanna, Dana. Was that on Saturday Night Live? I think they're celebrating.
That
their
was
50th.
Rosanna,
Yeah.
Dana.
Rosanna. So Roseanne, Princess, if you're not on onesourcecruises.com, but you go to that princesspartners.com, there's actually an explore section, and you can explore who is our Princess salesperson, who is my representative. I just checked it beforehand. So I just looked at Marsha's team. I looked at Cindy's team, even though we had a retirement on Marsha's team. So we'll be uploading that, and she's getting some new team members as well. So we have some changes coming, but that's where you would find out who is your business development manager. You would see it there.
Oh, can we show the 60th info again? There we go.
Excellent. Wow, Joe's
There were
quick.
a lot of people taking groups out on that. I also want to say, hold on, I just saw someone who had a great comment about Seminar at Sea. Seminar at Sea was last year. Sorry, things are moving around. Where is it?
It's all good. It's all good. I get it.
Seminar at Sea last year was a great experience. So
Oh,
please,
fabulous.
you should sign up and take this seriously.
Right. It's a great educational venue. I'm so glad. It is all part of that commitment, right? Love Fest and the season of love, the year of love, where we show you everything that we do to support you. And on that note, I want to thank, number one, I thank you all the time, Marsha, because you're like my
No,
right.
thank you.
my left
And thank you, Carmen.
I adore you. You know that. I can't do what I do without her. For goodness sake, she's a yang to my yin. When I'm over here thinking something, Marsha brings me down to earth. So I want to thank you. Of course, I want to thank my first love, my first crush,
Adolfo.
Adolfo, who loved everybody else but me.
Who didn't have a crush on Adolfo?
He's so sweet, my blue sky. Anyway, so I'm just so proud of him. And of course, Miles for coming and give us the insider scoop, which is a commitment we make to you on Connect with Princess, right, when we do the webinars. And then, of course, we always thank you for your support, for attending. We value the partnership, the continued support, your time. Thank you, Marcy.
Thank you.
I want to have a last name like Lively. I want to be Carmen Lively. That would be amazing. Marsha, change your hairstyle, Lisa.
I did. I got it cut. I did. Very.
I haven't,
Very.
but I did dye
Thank you
it
for
'cause-
noticing.
Oh my, you see, you are happening. And that burrito background is amazing. Thank you, Vera. So the next Connect with Princess will be 2 weeks from today, Feb 27th. Because again, keeping with love in this month, that's everybody else's month. Ours is the whole year. We will come to you with more information, more exciting news. And on behalf of you and me and Marsha, look, I have the little heart that Christine Kelly, when we were in Toronto with
Oh,
her,
yeah.
gave me. It's my good luck charm. I have it every time I do a presentation now. It's like, you know,
Usually
it's
keep
the
mine on my
lucky
desk.
charm.
It's not here.
I guess I want to say, everybody, happy National Princess Love Day tomorrow, or happy Valentine's Day, right? Thank you for joining us.